Welcome to Goyo's Garden and Tie-Dyes. I'm Greg. Alright, today we will be working with two kids' small Gildans. This was a very last minute tie-up at the end of the day. I had two shirts left on the table, and a friend came by, and he has two granddaughters, so decided to make a couple of hearts. These are just going to be drawn on. I didn't have a pattern yet, and like I said, it was just a spur of the moment thing, and they're both about the same size, so we're doing two the same. And what I did here, I marked center on the bottom and top of my shirt, separated the front from the back, so the two fronts are stacked on top of each other. And we're going to attempt to do two at the same time here. So let's see if I can't draw a little bit deeper V on this one. That's where I have my problems. So I'm actually going to put some clips on here because the two are stacked and I don't want them sliding around the least possible. And I'm going to pleat it up the best I can on the line. But I guess it really wouldn't matter because it's not a very straight heart. But we're going to pleat it up and I'll be back. Well, that wasn't too bad. Just trying to straighten it up just a little bit. Remember, it's two shirts stacked on top, so it's a little bit thicker. And wrap some sinew around it here. Just starting to use the slip knots. I've seen them used a lot, and they're kind of paying off if I get them right the first time. So I'm just going to try to tighten things up, get my lines nice and straight. And like I said, this is for a friend of mine for his granddaughters. So I'd like for it to come out the best it can. I'm going to do a couple, 3-4 big wraps around it. Really highlight that sinew line. And then the rest of it will be a scrunch, but I do want another line here. And it'll really, really make it stand out. I'm hoping. So the rest of it, I'm just going to scrunch it up and fluff it the best I can here. So it's going to be a part liquid dye and part ice dye. So like I said, I'm just going to fluff it and throw some rubber bands on it. that's it for part one. Now I'm going to lean it over this container I have here. I'm using some older dye, and I didn't realize that it actually was some thickened older dye. It's fire red and midnight blue. So it took a little bit to penetrate, and the shirt was very dry, or shirts were very dry. So I misted it up a little bit, hoping I can get it to penetrate, and it's just taken a little extra work to get it in there. So I'm going to just rotate back and forth through the red and the midnight blue and see if we can't get this thing to work. I know it looks like I'm just soaking the heck out of this thing, but like I said, it was thickened dye and it was moving down very slowly. I mean, really slow. I guess I should mark these next time. So now I'm just going to switch out to a drier container, and I'm only going to add one color to it, and that's going to be Stormy Sky. And so I'm going to sprinkle it all over there. Just move it around. I'm trying to squirt it up to the base of the liquid dye that I didn't think was going to move too much anyway. So in the bottle here, I have 5 teaspoons of Stormy Sky and 1 teaspoon of soda ash. And that's my little recipe. I just use that to get the soda, or to mix up the dye with the soda ash so it comes out the bottle a little easier. And it'll give me a nice bright color. Then afterwards, I'll sprinkle soda ash on top. Like I said, sometimes it makes the videos, sometimes it doesn't. It's like a last minute, whoops, I better do it. So actually I'm going to put this in a larger tote, cover it, and let it batch for a couple days. And here we go. All right. There's the two. They're stacked on top of each other just like they were. And open them up. Ta-da. So, Stormy Sky doesn't really muck dye very well, I don't think. But look at those little evil faces in those. I sure hate to give those to the girl. But he liked them, and he took them, and I guess they're happy with them. All right, and here's the back of it. See, it just doesn't stand up to the muck as bright. I think the front of it was bright because some of the red moved out from it. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you liked it, please hit like. And if you want to share it, by all means, please do. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you next time.